What's going on, guys? Well, here it is, the first update of Battlejacket number 3. Yes, I caved and made a third. This is the first update. There is more to come. I'm just waiting on shipping and everything, but I've got the majority of patches on here, at least enough to give enough of an update. I'll just start with the patches first. We'll get to the pins in a moment. As you can see, there's quite a lot of those. Of course, if you've seen the other videos and you know me, there's obviously going to be a Mayhem patch. There's several on this vest. None of my vests will ever be without a Mayhem patch. That is my favorite band. This one is an in memoriam patch, as you have Oystein, aka Euronymous, and Pella, aka Dead. It's a memorial patch. Like I said, someone gave that to me, so I figured I'd put it on. This is a new band that I've gotten into. They've got another patch on here, actually. I got two of them, and they were both just cool, so I figured I'd do it. This is one of the original patches from them. Phantom. It's a German thrash metal band. Very, very good, I will say. And this is for their, I can't remember if it was an EP. I think it was an album. Yeah, it was their first album, I think. Handed to Execution. Great album. I liked it a lot. Thanks to Battlejacket War Gallery. He gave those to me, if you know him on Instagram. Definitely a man to hit up if you have some questions, or if you're looking for some patches and things like that. He will definitely hook you up. He has several times for me and my other vests. And we'll move over to the other ones here. Here's the second Phantom patch. This one I like because it's just a little bit more up close of the Reaper. This one's just a little bit more old school in the 80s that I'm used to mostly, and I like the weathered look of it. So of course this is my favorite, but I do love this up close shot. Of course, like I said, Mayhem. This one actually is exclusive to the vinyl, the box set vinyl of their latest album that came out back in February, Liturgy of Death. That also came with an exclusive pin, which I will get to in just a bit here. But I got that patch, and I've had it sitting around until I started this vest, so figured why not put it there. And this is a Rob Zombie patch from Pull the Plug Patches. They've got a couple patches on here that helped me get this started pretty good, or early, should I say. I love Rob Zombie, but I'm more of a fan of White Zombie those days from him, but I already have a White Zombie patch on Battlejacket number 2. And when I was just looking around, I saw this one. I thought it was very cool, as is the pin that came with it. I'll show that in just a moment. But yeah, it was a big patch, helped some fill some early space on there, and I liked it, so figured why not. And this patch in particular, and there's another one on the back I will get to when we get there, is a something that my uncle hooked me up with. This patch is basically as old as me. It's a 1979 vintage Kiss patch that my uncle gave me out of his own collection, as he's a big Kiss fan. But he had those. I like Kiss. That's one of the first bands I ever listened to growing up. And I'm still a Kiss fan to this day, even though I'm a metalhead, but it's Kiss. How can you not like Kiss? It's very hard not to. But again, I thought that was very cool that it let me have this, and it's now on my jacket, this vintage patch here. So we will get to the pins now. Of course, Sodom. If you've seen my other jackets, I took this one off my first battle jacket because it was just jumbled together. It's got a little bit more room here. It's not as bunched together as it was on the first jacket. I love Sodom, lifelong fan. That's my favorite work from them, is the In the Sign of Evil EP, though it kind of gets an honorary nod as a regular LP because of how influential it was. So, you know, hey. ODST, Hell Jumpers from the Halo series. Longtime Halo fan. I saw that online from someone on, can't remember where I found that. It was just a random thing on Insta one day, I think. But I saw that, thought it was great, and had to get it. Of course, Kiss, like I said. Figured why not. Magneto's helmet, because I am an X-Men fan, and he's one of my favorite characters and favorite villains of all time. So I figured why not? Why not put a Magneto helmet there? And of course, Abath, my fellow Norwegian of immortal fame, but I also do like his solo stuff, and hopefully he kind of comes out of the rut he's in right now. He had a complete, from what they're saying, alcoholic blowout recently. So hopefully he's able to get back on his feet. But love this pin. He's also got a patch on the back of this vest, and I'll show that when I get to it. Ironically, I forgot that I had an Abbott patch on Battlejacket 1, so now I've got 2 jackets with an Abbott patch. So, but hey, why not? This came with the Mayhem patch that was exclusive to the box set vinyl, this upside down cross pin. It's the same one as in their logo. I would have liked to have 2 to have like both on both sides, but you only came with 1, and I'm not going to buy a whole nother box set vinyl just to get the pin out of it. So there's that. Of course, Mayhem pin, have to have that. Got that from their last US tour back in 2025. Hopefully they'll come back again with a new album. I'm sure that will be coming either in, I don't think the fall, but maybe early next year sometime, we hope. Rob Zombie, not much else to say about that. I saw the pin, loved it, from Pull the Plug Patches. This is Necrot, a death metal band that I've been a fan of for going on 6 years now. Yeah, I've seen them quite a few times over. I love their work. Definitely one of my favorite metal acts currently going today. Gears of War. From the same place that gave me the Hell Jumpers pin. Huge Gears of War fan, and I can't wait for Gears of War E-Day to come out, so I figured why not have a little Gears of War flair on there. And this one, for my fellow Warhammer 40K fans, know what this is. This is a Dark Angels Purity Seal. That is my favorite chapter, and some of my favorite characters in the Warhammer 40K universe. So I've got 2 on the other Battlejacket. They are a Imperial Fist and the Death Company of the Blood Angels on Battlejacket number 2. So I figured why not finally have a Dark Angels one on here. I may get a Death Watch Purity Seal. I'm just waiting for the price to come down because I'm not paying $60 for that. So that's where I'm at currently. And a special story with this Rocco pin, the Devil Rocco pin, as well as the Devil Mrs. Bighead pin and Devil Heifer pin. These were given to me at a recent con that I went to where I met the voice actor who played Rocco. And I told him how long I'd been a fan, and I'm really going to date myself here. That show came out in '93. And it was my favorite coming up. And it was cool to hear him do the voice in front of me and everything. And he gave these pins to me as a thank you for being a longtime fan. Because these are not made commercially. They are not sold anywhere. He specifically had these made for his appearances. And from what he told me, he only gives those out to those who have been fans of the character for a long time. He does a lot of other stuff as well, but I mainly went to see him because I love Rocco. That's still one of my favorite shows to this day. And also King Diamond button. I love King Diamond. I was saddened by the recent news that his longtime guitarist Andy chose to leave. Will not be the same without him. So let's proceed to the back. Ooh. This is a Hellemarter patch, who is the vocalist of Dark Funeral. This is his solo thing. He gave that to me a while back, the last time they were in the States. He brings some stuff with him to sell on his own, so of course I picked that up from him. He has another band, Gra, that I love very, very much. He's given me a patch for that, and he's also given me a vinyl of them that's not sold in the States that he pulled from his personal collection for me. So that, props to him. He always hooks me up. And here's the other Abbott patch, like I said. And this one is a patch that I really wanted to make sure I got on this new vest. It is a Garia patch. They are some people say they're black metal. Some people say they are metalcore. I don't hear the black metal myself, but they are very, very good. I like them a lot. They are from Portugal, and I will be seeing them in November. And I can't wait. I've really gotten into this band over the last year, and they're very, very good. Void. They're a thrash metal band out of Louisiana. This is an exclusive patch, thanks again to Battlejacket's War Gallery, because he made these specifically with them in partnership. They have a single, Return of the Phantom, and just me being a classic Universal Monsters fan, I had to get the Phantom patch. It looks awesome. Again, just being a Universal Monsters fan and the song being very good as well, had to get it. So of course, it's on this jacket right here. And of course, another Mayhem patch, but it's me, what do you expect? This one actually is exclusive to Attila's release of his personal copy of the early recordings of De Mysteriis Dom Satanas. It was called Life Eternal, that tape, for some reason. I don't know, I guess because they just hadn't settled on the title perhaps by that point. But you could only get this through that. But that came with a lot of exclusive goodies, and it's very, very cool. If you want to go on my Insta and stuff like that, there's pictures of what else came with that record. But it's very, very cool. I've had that around for a while, and figured why not put it on this vest. So 3 Mayhem patches on this jacket. And of course, a new addition that I love very, very much. This is a Daylight patch. They're a black metal band. The singer is from Brazil, but he resides in the UK. Very melodic. I love this band a lot. The cool thing about this patch is he sent this to me as a gift. And he also included one of his signature pics with it. I took pictures on my Instagram. If you know who I am, you'll find them there. But this is a band I love very, very much. Paulo is his name, the singer and guitarist. Very, very cool guy. Very responsive on socials and everything. And he's hooked me up with quite a few things from the band, which has always been cool. He gave me a signed vinyl and stuff like that, shirt. So again, definitely a band worth checking out. A current favorite of mine, actively going today. And of course, no Battlejacket is complete without a Slayer patch. Let's be real, folks. Longtime fan of Slayer since the 80s. Love them to death. Satanic Wormacott, the classic patch with the skull and the helmet. Had to have that. Batushka. Obviously, with the controversy with that, you have, well, they're called Patrika now, I think is what they're called. At least the one other one that was formerly the second Batushka. I won't get into the politics of that. You know, everyone has their opinions on it and everything else like that. But I enjoy both bands in whatever capacity. I've had that for a while, so I figured why not put it on there. And one of my favorite bands, of course, a Dissection patch. I love their ringed Reaper with the scythe. So this is from Pull the Plug patches as well. I saw that and I had to have it. It's a big enough one. It takes up enough space. And Morbid Angel, my favorite album from them and one of my favorite death metal bands of all time. You don't get no better than them. They've been around for as long as they have for a reason. So I didn't have a Morbid Angel patch on my other 2 jackets, so I figured it was time. I saw the strip one, and it's my favorite album, Covenant, so I figured why not. And this is the second vintage Kiss patch. This is a Kiss Army patch. You literally had to mail in for these, like back in the day, like in 1979, to get this, like with the Kiss catalog and everything. And that came with the other one on the front. My uncle gave this to me, like I said. And it's very cool that he let me have these because they're very expensive if you go trying to find them. You can find them. I'm not saying they aren't impossible, but they're just expensive. But to have this on my jacket that he let me have is just cool. Again, Kiss fan, and the fact that it's a vintage one and it came out of his personal collection, you know, very cool. And the big piece, the big display piece. My Behemoth Godless Tour patch, signed by all of them that you can see there. This patch was exclusive to that tour. You could only get it if you did the sound check option. Excuse me. And that's what I did. That's where I got the patch, and pretty much for the purpose of, I knew I was going to start a 3rd jacket, so I figured why not just use that one. But you can see they signed it. Seth, Nergal, Orion, Inferno, all signed by them. So yeah, that is the current status of Battlejacket number 3. I'm going to be having more coming soon to add on to it. Like I said, I'm just waiting for the shipping and everything to run its course and get here like everyone does. So I'll make another video when they arrive and everything will be put on. Later, let me know what you think in the comments.